Well, howdy, howdy, howdy. Finally, senior citizen here. Greetings, boys, girls, and all of our non binary friends. And remember, no matter who you are valid. Thumbs up for that. And it is a new day. I have not been outside. I mean, I've been outside. I've been to the community center and I've checked the weather. I've walked around outside. I've been outside. But I have not been on walkies. I'm trying to adjust my schedule so I can do the vlogging and stuff earlier and yet still get walkies done before like nighttime. I don't mind going walkies in the afternoon. That's fine. It's a good thing. As long as I get the walkies in. I'd like to get 2 sets, but we shall see. Anyway, thumbs up for that. Trying an experiment right now. I have Audacity running and I'm recording with my microphone. You can see part of the pop shield there. And recording video on the tablet just to test things out, see how the systems work. I finally got everything going properly so that it's recording off of this microphone and not the webcam microphone. So that's a good thing. I have a USB expansion thing that I bought when I was in Port Orchard last year when I was homeless, and it adds a couple more USB ports to the system, which is good because I've used up all of the, well, 4 of them on the back and then 2 of them on the top. So I popped the expander, the hub, into the top, and so I've got cables coming out of that, which I kind of needed. I've got some problems. My Bluetooth earbud things that I've showed off before will not pair on my computer. No matter what I do, the computer will not see the buds. Thing is, it doesn't see anything anywhere. And the other laptops that I had that did Bluetooth detected all sorts of objects as well as mine. So I'm kind of, because I should be seeing something. The Bluetooth buds will not pair with the computer. They will only pair with the one laptop. Even if I removed them, which I did, and disconnected them all, they still will not pair with that. I don't know why. And the really annoying thing, especially when I tell you the part that really bugged me, my Xbox controller won't pair with anything. I disconnected it from my laptop. I got it all removed as a Bluetooth thing so it wasn't paired with the laptop anymore, and it won't pair. Even plugging in a USB cable to the controller, I keep bonking into the shield there. My sincere apologies. I'll wave my arms around. Don't want to do that. Even taking a USB cable, plugging it into the controller, and then plugging it into the computer, it still won't work. It just has the guide light blinking, even no batteries, cable into the computer. The really annoying part is a lot of people have had this problem too, and they have gone to Microsoft and said, "What do we do? We've tried everything you've told us to do." And they say, well, what you need to do is power cycle your controller. Make sure the power is off, plug it into the computer with a USB cord, power it on, power it off, unplug it, and then it should pair up and everything will be fine. And then Microsoft doesn't say anything anymore. And when it doesn't work and people are saying, this doesn't work, what do I do now? It's done. Microsoft has closed the discussion. So I've never seen any answers about what to do, and I've only found people that are really confused and unable to use their controller, which I am one of those. So I could not use a controller anymore. Now, if I can get over here and get to this thing that I didn't think about bringing over until just now. Boy, I got so close to my microphone that all my levels are crazy. I spent, luckily, not much money. The wireless controllers are like anywhere from 40 to 60 bucks. But with no controller, I bought a $26 controller. Cheapest there is, wired. The weird thing about this, to me, is wired just means physical connector. It's a USB port to a USB connector. That's amazing to me. I would have thought they would have, attached the wire and hooked it all up that way. But no, they just give you like a 10-foot USB-C cord and then you plug it in there. It's like a regular controller in every other fashion except no battery spot. Huh. How about that? So it works. It's fine. And I finally figured out why I like Microsoft controllers better than the PlayStation controllers, which is weird because in every other way I prefer PlayStation controllers. These are stiff and they snap back. Oh, that's nice. I love that. I love playing FPSs with this kind of controller. They don't have that kind of snappiness, or at least never have that I found, on the PlayStation controllers. They're all mushy, and it's really hard for me to be able to zoom in on the things that I need to zoom in on. So I'm glad I spent the money to get that. I'm sorry I had to spend the money to get that. But there are a lot of games out there that the best way to play them is with a controller, and with my nerve compression, there's only so much I can do on the computer before I have to use a controller. So, joy on that. Another thing, just as a really minor thing that I wanted to show, there is a store called Dirt Cheap Dungeons. I've only seen them on Amazon, of course, because I only looked on Amazon. But they make things. Like these are just dungeon walls. They are cheap dungeon walls. When you throw them down onto a surface, they stand up. And they are just quick and dirty. Throw it down to make your dungeon sort of thing. And the reason I bought this is for Heroes of Kalinor, because when you are constructing dungeons and such, you will have corridors that are, well, the dead ends you don't have to worry about. It's just mark that, put a D or whatever for dead end. But if it's like a turn, well, how do you show that there's, walls there to make it, unless you also throw down a back wall and a side wall to show that, oh, that is a turn. You can't go to this direction. Or if it's a T-bone junction, this here open to either sides. Just a little bit of a visual aid. And Dirt Cheap Dungeon, these are dirt cheap stuff. They make not a ton of dirt cheap things, but they make like a castle set, and there's an outdoorsy stuff. They have water and lava, and they're all dirt cheap. I mean, you take a look at them and they are cheap looking, but they're also cheap, inexpensive, and because it's theater of the mind, you don't need any more than just this as a bare indicator, and then you talk that it's, these are wood walls festooned with ancient tapestries, and you use your imagination for the rest of that. That works perfectly. So thumbs up for that. And I just wanted to show, they come in a container like this, and these took forever. They must be like the Game Crafter, because the Game Crafter, when you order a game from them, they just put your order in a queue so that they can print up a bunch of stuff at the same time and, save money. But these came like this, and it's a good thing. I just wanted to point that out. So past that, I have really just been working with my computer system to try and get things working, to get programs downloaded, to get systems doing what I want them to do instead of what the computer, Windows 11 wants them to do. So it's been fun. I had actually tried doing a bit of vlogging for Minecraft, but I went and messed up the recording. I started the audio recording on Audacity. I started the face cam recording with this, and then I accidentally turned off the recording of the screen. So I had nothing to show for that, except for just a tiny little face cam thing and some audio. But I did prove that I can record, because I did just record screen capture of Minecraft, and so that's good. And I am also amazed at some of these people that can play things and vlog. There's this one fellow, Xanderhall. I haven't seen him do it for a while because I haven't watched him for a while. He does a lot of political stuff, but for a time he would play Minecraft on the stream while talking about the political stuff. I tried it just with the vlogging, and oh my god, that was so hard to talk about what was happening for the day and do the gaming stuff. So I do not know how people like Xanderhall can do that. But did I mention this part? I'm sure I did. Yeah, so I'm not going to talk about it again. The whole community center stuff. Yeah, ADHD brain. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. It's hard to say. Thumbs up for that. So anyway, yeah, I'm still going to be working with this today before I have to go to my appointments. And then after I come back from my appointments, I'm going to, do what I can for walkies, of course, but also continue to, I've been downloading things from Steam and GOG onto here, so I'm trying to get a library of things going again. I've managed to, it took a lot of time to move things from the internal drive back to the external drive, and I don't know why it would chug along and do like 25% to 500 megabytes per second, and then we'll go whoosh, and then just drop to 0, and then start just only doing a few hundred kilobytes per second, and then occasionally up to 10 or 20 megabytes, and then back down to the slow kilobytes. Why? Are they damaged, corrupted files? I sure hope not. We shall see, maybe, if I ever go in and look at all the stuff. I'm just a digital hoarder. But I have gotten roughly half and half space on the external drive, half and half on space on the internal drive. They're both terabytes, so I got about half the space, and I've been downloading stuff to go on with Steam and GOG. I haven't even tried Baldur's Gate yet, so I've just been busy. And then in here, because I've been so busy, I've got laundry that I've got to do. oh my God, I gotta get the trash. It's in the containers, but I gotta get them from here to the garbage can. All I have to do is pick them up and carry them. And they got handles because they're plastic bags, so even that's not tough. But executive function dysfunction issues on top of just being so massively distracted. It's not horrible. I don't live in filth or anything like that. You can't. One of the parts of the lease is you got to take care of yourself in your living area, which only makes sense. So anyway, that's just what I'm doing. That's what I'm going to be doing later on. Hopefully tonight I'll be actually able to get a gameplay video done. I've got people in comments that have given me suggestions for reactions, plus I have my old reactions list, I think, from a couple years back when I was doing my reaction channel. So if you haven't looked at the reaction channel and you want to see some of my reactions that aren't on this channel because they're on the reaction channel, then check out the reaction channel link. Thumbs up for that. Yay. And of course, if you could like, comment, share, subscribe to let the YouTube algorithm know that people actually do watch this channel, that would be very awesome. Making sure, of course, only to share with people that you think would like to watch an old man yammer on incomprehensibly about thoroughly inane subjects. Thumbs up and thank you for that. For each and every one of my Patreon patrons, you are beautiful and awesome people. Don't let anyone try and tell you otherwise. You help me out so very much. I appreciate that. Thumbs up. Of course, talking about appreciation, without the people who donated to my GoFundMe, I never would have been able to get a computer at all. Thank you so very, very much. You too are all beautiful and awesome people. And again, don't let anyone tell you otherwise. And while we're talking about beautiful and awesome people, for every single person that has left me a comment that is not abusive, you too are beautiful and awesome. I read every comment that YouTube shows me. I thumbs up or heart every comment that YouTube lets me. I answer as many as my nerve compression will allow. So thumbs up. Thumbs up. You too are beautiful and awesome. Well, son of a gun. Again, I'm going to edit, render, upload. I'm going to take the video from the tablet. I'm going to copy it onto the computer. I'm going to take the audio that's being recorded by Audacity through the Nexigo microphone, and I'm going, not Nexigo, Fifine. Nexigo is the webcam. Through the, Fifine, I'm not quite sure how it's pronounced. Doesn't matter. But I'm going to mix those together using, of course, Filmora, so that I can do not much, but it's more a feeling of freedom. Editing on this is claustrophobic and tight. Doing anything on a tablet or phone is such a constricted, tightly curated experience that I just feel claustrophobic. Using a desktop thing where it's getting harder to do what you want to do and becoming more of a curated experience, which sucks. But at the same time, you still can do power user stuff. I hate the Windows taskbar stuff. You can still use OpenShell, which kind of turns it into, as best you can, into the Windows 7 or Windows 10 interface. So I have a Windows 10 interface for my Windows 11 with the taskbar button, start button, over on the bottom left hand corner, and when you click it, it's the Windows 10 thing. However, you cannot change the size of the taskbar. Still, I gotta screw with it my own special ways as well. You know, don't just use it out of the box. Thumbs up for that. Anyway, though, I'm going to edit, render, upload, and then I'm going to take care of myself for the rest of the day after my appointments. I hope you're going to do whatever you would want to do or have to do. But if you cannot get it done today, do not beat yourself up. It's not going to help you get it done better later. So please, be good to yourself. You deserve it. So, the only thing I really have here, if you could write ketchup into the comments to let YouTube know that people watch the videos for blatant engagement farming, that would be very, very cool. You don't have to, because of course I can't force you, but that would be nice and appreciated. Oh dear. Now, how far did I get? So, until we meet again, you take care. Have a great day today. We'll see you on the flip side, and that is indeed a very good thing. If I said it before, now I said it again. If that was my first time, well, I just rushed through it. You take care. I'll talk to you later.